Hey y'all, Venture Brad here. Wanted to show you two very popular cameras, two cameras I use a lot. Actually, this is a GoPro 5. You guys are viewing on the 7. That's the newest model I have, and I really like the 7 because of the image stabilization. Now this is a Insta360 Go2. Quite a neat little camera hardware-wise. Its physical dimensions are pretty much what the main, just a skosh bigger than what the GoPro is, minus the lens that protrudes. The thing about this is, this right now you can't throw in your pocket. It's got a back screen, front lens, a screen. While this whole thing is waterproof, you can't just throw this in your pocket. So just jumping out, running the gun and filming, it doesn't work very well. The reason why I like this thing so much is this nice little pill that you throw in your pocket, throw in your shirt pocket, whatever, and it's non-intrusive. It's got a USB-C on the bottom for charging. That you can use the app to the computer to get info on and off this, but it's a giant pain in the butt. It's got a 1/4-20 mount for a regular tripod, and it's got its own little tripod legs right out the back that obviously aren't the best because it's designed to work with this up, but still they're not the best. Now on the top, there's the microphone. There's the thing itself, so it makes it real nice to throw in your hand, and have a little issue with the legs are nice, but they're not the nice designed, and you have to kind of push it back in to get it to stay. But it's nice because you can just grab it in your hand, position the angle right, and shoot. It also pops out. It's got a quick button on the front, so you just push it and starts recording, starts doing its thing. That's its connections. It's magnetic, so you could stick it to things, which is quite handy, especially like for time lapses and stuff, if it's the right angle and it's not something that's going to fall out off of. But the magnetic in and out's real nice. Now the whole case here itself, this is not waterproof. This whole thing would take a splash and go fry. This thing's waterproof, down to like 10 or 15 feet, pretty much splash resistant, stick under the water resistant. I'll show you that here in a minute. You could only record about 10 minutes total before this thing overheats. Sometimes it's only 2 or 3 minutes. It averages around 7 in the heat. And then it's done for 10 minutes, 15 minutes again until it cools down. So that's one real major. This thing is great for flipping it up, grabbing a couple shots, talking at it for a couple minutes. It's not good for filming videos with, because it overheats. It's not predictable that you're going to keep recording, and that's not a good thing. But the form factor is just ultimate. Now, besides that, it uses, I like to call it a 180 cam. It's half of a 360 cam, so it takes this giant, beautiful image, and I want to kind of show you guys that first. But let's jump into the app here. And first off, the app is one giant constantly running ad. You're going to see that right now. Ads. You can't do anything on this app without an ad. So to connect, we open the camera up. I like to throw it up on its tripod so it gets maximum coolage. Push the little button down at the bottom. Now this app is always upset for one reason or another. You cannot log on to this thing without giving all your information. You have to give it full permissions, location, everything. It wants, you cannot do anything with this app. And again, you can only get info off of this with the PC using a cable through their app that's another, or their downloadable that's a giant pain in the butt. So the user interface for especially somebody that I don't want to give you all my information and permissions and special locations is really annoying. I've been trying to update this and I can't get it to update. It's a giant pain in the butt too. Connection's not real reliable. I really wish you could just plug a cable into this thing and it just connect to an app that was just an app, not a giant sales force for you buying the rest of their products. And that's really annoying. And this is about normal for connection time, any of my phones, that sort of thing. That's another gripe. My main phone is it's a Calyx phone, so it doesn't use Android. It doesn't use and again, this app is just so wonderful. As we were connecting, it said that it wasn't connected, the Wi-Fi from my tablet to my phone, and I just did all this literally right before hitting record the first time to make sure it was all happy, because this app is so goofy. And again, it's being goofy. It flashed my info on the screen because it went to connection settings. You guys don't need to see that. So anyways, this is what you're presented with when you get into the app. I have the larger model here, and I'm glad I got the larger model, because the smaller model, it would be fairly full right now. So as an example of the water test, this is just a raw video recorded of Dingle Dork, fell in while I was filming. So I stuck the camera in, did a little filming of him swimming, and that's what you get. So to stop the recording, bamski, you get this. Now your options at the bottom here, let's see if I can get you guys down a little closer, are you could change the overall ratio, which now this parts of it are really cool because it records that giant, huge spherical image. It does a lot in the post-processing and the stabilizing, which makes it really neat. So I love the fact that I could pull this off and do it in a whatever vertical. If I'm wanting to throw it on Instagram, I could do traditional for YouTube. I could do 1-to-1 for the gram. I like that. I like that I could shoot in different ratios. So let's go back to my 16:9, and we'll change. Now you could go to wide, which I don't like because see all the curvies. The action's pretty decent. Linear's my favorite. And then there's narrow. I don't know. I generally shoot in linear. And that's another really annoying thing about this app is most of the time it will revert to my settings of 16:9 wide, linear, and those are the only main two settings on this screen that I change. Another really annoying thing that this app likes to do, and I almost guarantee that it's going to be in that position right now, was see, I don't even remember how to get there. Oh, I have to go back out to the main screen, settings, shot on watermark. See that stupid thing? That likes to come on all the time. So before it always seems to get me when I export a larger video. So yeah, that's really annoying. Let's go back to our album. Let's pull this one back up because I paid for your camera. You didn't give me the camera. It's very annoying that you are advertising on my footage. Insta360 Go. That's a big gripe with me. You give me the camera for free, sure, put that logo down on the bottom all day long. But when I pay for something and I just want to use it, no. So anyways, the app's not super intuitive, but it works. If I go up here and click Exporte, and now there's a couple options. It always goes to auto. Auto sucks. Custom, 1080p. Now you only get these if you're shooting in pro video. If you're shooting in regular video, you don't get this. And every once in a while, like right now, the screen is actually on the regular video. So I got to cycle this thing to pro video. So when I go to record, I have these options. If I don't put it in pro video mode or make sure that that's there in pro video, when I go to record, I don't get these cool 16:9. I can't change the aspect ratio or any of that. I'm stuck at bare bones bit rate, bare bones everything, which is just ultra annoying. So now when you get into this, custom settings, 1080p, I like to do a little higher bit rate. It just makes everything smoother. Again, I only have 30 frames right now, and sometimes they don't give you options here. They just decide for you that you don't get that option. I know some people don't like the remove grain. Overall, I get better results with the remove grain. Now let's go ahead and export this. And wait for it. Come on, you're slipping. I talk so much smack about the ads always playing. Maybe you guys got rid of that. So we're exporting the video. This is going to take a good minute while it does export the video. I can understand why it does, because it's compressing a lot of video that was filmed out here. It's cutting all that away, stabilizing and bringing it in here. So let's let it run. And here we go. So it's kind of like the Windows Task Manager. It says it's 99% done, but it's still, are we there yet? We're there yet. All right. So let's open up our album, newest video, and we get this nice, lovely shackle swimming in the water video. Now, man, I just went through a whole bunch of effort, Wi-Fi offloading off of this thing. Which we didn't even get to show you guys pulling a raw. That's a whole giant. So when you come out, they have filming, you got multiple videos on here. Again, that port's useless besides charging. So you have to connect this thing. My typical arrangement is I actually have this little fan, that is just for when I offload more than a minute or two of videos off of this. Plug this into a little power bank. I set this thing up on its little tripod and I let it go, because this thing does nothing but act as a pocket warmer when it's trying to do anything. So this fan, which these fans are actually really handy, quiet, simple. It's an Arctic fan. I like Arctic products. They're cheap, good, smooth, quiet. Works good for keeping overheating little devices like this. Yeah. So it's a big fiasco when it comes to downloading through Wi-Fi onto my tablet, phone, whatever, the videos. Then I got to, which the part that I do like, arrange them into whatever format I like. I wish I could do that with the GoPro post and not pre. And then I export it. But that's part of the reason why the GoPro is so handy, is because I get done filming whatever. Oh, and that's another thing, is this thing's the bigger, so I think it's the 64 gig version. But if this thing fills up, you're screwed. So like on a 2-day trip, camping trip, I have to be dumping it every night. If I don't dump it off to my tablet, I'm at a risk of overfilling this thing. It's a giant problem. GoPro, you pop an SD card out, you pop another one in. Being that this thing is not waterproof, the overall case, that would have just been huge if they would have slammed an SD card in the side of this thing or in the front here or something like that. That would have made just a big difference in being able to expand the storage. And then again, dealing with the offloading. GoPro, you pull a little thing off, you shove it in there. You know, it's USB-C, so it'll go on my tablet, laptops, cell phones, whatever. It'll all just work. You throw it, yeah, it's just, that's such a better solution. I do like that the camera pops out, removes. I could pull it out, throw it in a little magnet. I got a little dog adapter. I have a little stick adapter, which I don't really carry that much, because if I'm going to be filming, I take GoPros and all their wonderful accessories. But like I said, pocket filming, this thing's great. This thing is really an Instagram filmer. Minute-long videos, dump it onto your phone, shove it off, that sort of thing. If you're actually looking to film videos and that, you know, go with the GoPro, go with something different. I don't know. You guys, hope you gain something out of this.